Good evening, beautiful ladies, wonderful gentlemen. We are going to take part in another segment of Don M, the FDMG Boogeyman, aka Icy Don, aka Dusty Don, aka Black Power. Now, I guess these are all different personality traits that many people go go through themselves. Many people have different personalities. Some live with demons, and some just live with problems. As for me, it's just who you guys created. You feel me? And with that being said, we have a person, a personality, a YouTube sensation who is doing the dance. Because for years, this person has been slicing and dicing and chopping up, certain situations. And now this person is really trying to do a dance. I get it. So this segment right now is not about roasting and toasting. It's about willing and dealing. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You tuned into the Ultimate Trolling Warrior. And the Ultimate Trolling Warrior has been watching you. I've been watching you. See my ghetto thumb? I used duct tape, couldn't find no what you call that? I couldn't find the wrap. Duct tape worked quite great. But yeah, we are in a critical situation where we are not going to slice and dice, but we're going to wheel and deal. And as we will and deal, we're going to understand that it's not no time right now, folks. It's not no time right now to be missing the ball. You know how they always say you be dropping the ball? We cannot drop this ball. So as I watch people dancing around and dance around and dance around, like Dance with the Stars, it I'm looking at my screen. My screen is frozen. So I'm trying to figure out why my screen frozen. So that's funny. Yeah, my screen just froze, so I didn't know what's going on. Trying to make me lose my train of thought. Hmm. I could have sworn I had put something else in the chat. I could have sworn I put 3 messages in the chat. Now I'm looking, there's only 2. What was that first message I put? I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging out. Spooky. Spooky. But ladies and gentlemen, where we at? I don't have all that little technology stuff to be putting little stuff all over the screen and things like that. That soon come. That come in fall season, winter season, when I'm really full fledged on this YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to get full fledged on this because I really want that Mike Tyson fight. I was sitting back studying and analyzing the situation. And Lennon on, and you're going to be a key player in this new Mike Tyson punch out. Okay? FDMG punch out. Umar Johnson punch out, whatever way you want to call it. But it's no more time for the Lennon Honor show of getting, like you said, between 12 to 20,000 views, 1,200 people in your chat, your live chat, but yet and still you doing the dance. Because like I said, for years you've been saying that he's a fraud. For years you've been saying that he's not going to accomplish this. For years you've been saying he's going to run away. He ran away with the people money. And right now I'm saying it's time for you to end that fiasco. It's time for you to join the boogeyman crew and get down with the get down. Because I mean, what's the end result of you doing this dance right now? Because Lord forbids Mike Tyson just say, "Yo, I ain't gonna fight you. I'm just gonna give you 2 million, or I'm going to raise 2 million some type of way." Because Mike probably don't have 2 million to give like that. So let's just say Mike Tyson raised 2 million for him real quick. What are you gonna talk about? What you gonna talk negativity about that? So right now, get down with this. Get down. Let's set these fights up. You sitting back and you getting analytical business approaches of what Umar Johnson should do. Well, Icy Don, aka the ultimate trolling warrior, is giving you some advice of what you should do. Pay attention. Because I know that you are, like you said, you say you're not a hater. You actually, if Umar Johnson get his life together, you said that you would love to even support him. You're a fan. You've always been a fan. And because I've been analyzing you from afar as a fan, I'm telling you that you should be a fan. Stop being a hater. Be the fan. So let's do this right and stop doing the dance. It's like you jumping over the gates. And your real people should be able to tell you that, saying you're doing the do. It was funny for me to be listening to your live and hearing how you said that you had to look and realize that you ain't shit. And that kind of came from individuals from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You said that. Is that from the good guy ass whipping that they was giving you? Is that from all the bombs that they was throwing at you? Is that from you looking at the man in the mirror? But yet it's still trying to point fingers at the other man? But that's what I'm saying. Let's stop doing the dance of hate and let's start spreading this tough love. We need Mike Tyson. We truly need Mike Tyson to getting this conscious community. Mike Tyson, he said he's nobody. So instead of you doing the dance and act like you his friend, they act like you his foe. They act like you his friend, they act like you his foe. Because that's what you be doing, champ. You sit back, you act like you his friend, you act like you his foe. Don't you know that that's what you do? You sit back all the time, you act like you his enemy, but you always giving him advice. Like you said, you his little younger big brother. That means you love him. So in this time around, like you said, it's been 10 years. It's time to give the love. Stop doing the dance. Mike Tyson owes, period. So you got to look at things on many levels. Mike Tyson truly owes the black community. Because Mike Tyson blew mad money. Mike Tyson smoked mad money. Mike Tyson snorted mad money away that really truly could have went to the black community in the 90s. So Mike Tyson owes some community service. So it's not about ass kissing. See, Umar Johnson might run around and do some ass kissing. You might run around and do some dancing. Icy Don, the ultimate trolling warrior, is not going to do that. I'll sit there and smoke a blunt with Tyson and let him know, yo, listen, champ, your time, like you said, is over. Now it's time for you to do the community service work. You still have a lot in you to fighting. You still have that dog in you. Use that shit to build a community now. Period. Ain't no dancing around. It's no ass kissing. It's not trying to show and prove that you are more intelligent to someone. That's what it is. Mike Tyson know that shit. That's why Mike Tyson tears up all the time. Mike Tyson know that he was a piece of shit. Mike Tyson know that in his 20s he ran around, did all the fucked up wrong things. He know that. Just like many men know about themselves when it comes to their families and their friends and their relationships. You don't really have to tell them. They already know it. That's part of their lives. So there's no beating around the bush. It's the ultimate trolling warrior. Mike Tyson owes. There's no way in life that Mike Tyson can give that purse to that cracker. And if Mike Tyson don't understand that, that's the reason why Mike Tyson need to fight Umar Johnson. So stop doing the dance and learn how to really do the dance. There's really one dance, and it's that two-step. It's that two-step, that boxing two-step. So that's why it's important for you to get behind this whole Mike Tyson punch out with Umar Johnson and be part of it. Lennon, you've been caking and bragging about what you've been getting and caking off of for way too long. And so many people have been coming at you, but they've been coming at you in the perspective of truly like trying to build a channel and shit like that. I'm coming at you as a man. I'm coming at you as a man. I have no people paying attention to my live. No cash apps, no super chats. I ain't got none of that shit as we speaketh. I'm coming to you and saying, stop the bullshit, because you know that you only want to mention my name. It's easy for you to mention Q Butter. It's easy for you mention Seti or Rashid, not Nasheed, but it's hard for you to mention me because I'm too close to the purse. I'm someone that's close. I'm in your realm. So it's like you be hating to even mention me when you know you should. So it's time out for you to be dancing around. It's time for you to get down with the get down, like I said. And you don't need to be focused on doing this show with Umar. You need to do a show with me talking about this, setting this up. So I put together a little list of people that Umar should be boxing, but I'm gonna drop that in the next 10 minutes. I'm gonna talk for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna give you the list of people that Umar should be boxing before he can box Mike Tyson. Now, understand what I'm trying to tell you, folks. Mike Tyson is a brilliant individual. Mike Tyson played with WWF, WWE. Mike Tyson played with MMA. Mike Tyson can definitely do this whole Black Power consciousness celebrity boxing match to raise a few $1 million. And trust me, don't think that it's going to be something light. So it's no time to be dancing around. This is not no lightweight game. This is heavyweight. So when we can get you to understand that if you can shift your talk and your dialogue to the right way, we will win this victory. So there's no more dancing. Like I said, it's about doing this two-step, and now we're talking boxing. And everybody's into all this old shit with online and betting and stuff like that. This will be cracking. Roland Martin will advertise it. Trust me, this ain't nothing small. Umar Johnson getting really dropped because we can get Mike Tyson to be a sector referee, a referee for this whole sector, this conscious community. Because Mike Tyson need to know about the conscious community. Mike Tyson, like the conscious community, what conscious community? Why he got a blunt in his mouth? Let him understand that there's real people out there that's really fighting, and that he need to be part of right now. Because that's where he's at right now. So it's no time for dancing around doing the doodle dance. It's time for us to do this real two-step. Stop twerking. That's what y'all niggas doing. Y'all niggas twerking. Y'all twerking. Y'all twerking for cash apps. Matter of fact. That's funny. Okay, that's what y'all need to stop doing. You men need to stop twerking for cash apps. Okay? You men need to stop twerking for cash apps. Stop doing the dance with cash apps. Stop shaking your ass for cash apps. Today is October 5th. At this time, I was over at that school in that building. Yeah, it was right before Halloween. Okay, folks? This is the beginning of me getting to this man's his court, his castle. This is the beginning. And it's a year later. And here I am doing a live a year later. And then like I said, I have no people in my live stream. But I'll probably get at least like a view or two. I didn't reach out to nobody to subscribe to my channel, but I will get a view or two because they know that there's something that needs to be heard. We need to create a wave around this whole momentum that's coming from my mouth. It's not about create a wave around me, but create a wave around what's coming out my mouth. And right now, we're not trying to do no dance. The only dance we trying to do is some shadow boxing. Because for this entire decade, or should I say this entire 365 days coming up, it should be our whole focus could be boxing right now. The other day I was in DC. Yeah, August 28th. August 28th, I was in DC, and my icy cart, the wheels broke down at the very beginning of the day, which was really traumatizing because it was the big old march they was having in DC. And so I didn't get all the money I should have been able to get. I was stressed out trying to push this shit around. But I met a gentleman down there, and I told you I always be meeting people, man. Always be getting blessed. It's crazy. This time I was driving. He just so happened to watch my stuff for me because I was all messed up. So I had to ask him to watch my stuff. And he watched all of to the end of the event, 5 o'clock. And then all he said, yo, give me a ride back to the house. So when I gave him a ride back to his house, he was telling me that I ain't have to really focus about going back to Philly or just relax. He got a spot there for me. I could just chill there and everything. So like I told you, man, no gay shit. But I always be getting elders. He was an older man. I'll be always getting guides to guides. I ain't say gods, guides in life to help out. So when I get to his spot and everything, I had this icy and shit I really wanted to get rid of. And one of his neighbor people came by and said, there's an event in the park. So we go to the park and I made some money there. Thank goodness. I was very happy. Got rid of a lot more of the icy products, so I ain't really having a lot of stuff to really deal with, even though I still had a lot of product left, but I was good because I made some money. But the whole moral of the story was that when I was in DC, they had a boxing ring. This is what I be trying to tell people, man. This is what Project Pick Me Up, Project Pick Us Up is about. And they had a boxing ring in the park. They had the DJ. They had the food. I mean, massive amounts of food. They had a lot of people. There was a big event, something they always do. But they had a boxing tournament in the park. No, this boxing shit is something that we have to ride. This boxing is something that I've been wanting to do with Project Pick Me for over 15 years because, like I said, it's a stop the violence movement by youth. And so the focus is to really channel the energy in the right way. And like I said, I always loved Mike Tyson, and I always felt like we need to be able to build new champions. And if we can raise a farm of men and women that really can become athletically inclined to do the miracles, then that's something great that we need to do. We have to channel our energies. That's the whole purpose of Project Pick Me Up. So it's time out for us to keep doing dances and dance around the fact. And it's time for us to start doing the right thing. Lennon Honor, I'm on you as well because right now I don't think it's fair for you to continue your quest because like I don't know who's listening to you, but like it's disturbing for me to really listen to you and saying like, do y'all people hear him? For you to be continue your quest saying, yo, I'm going to get a career in IT. I'm going to make $60,000 starting, and you know, in a couple of years, I'm gonna be making $120,000, and then I'm be also making my money that I'll be making on YouTube. Oh man, I'll be living life. But then you talk about the next man making fundraising, not not setting forth a lifestyle for them, but fundraising for a bigger cause, whether they are really gimmicking or not. But you flat out say, yo, that's your income. And so just like you dancing on the sides, but yet and still you doing the same, you doing a worse dance because you claim that it will be your income. You claiming that you're gonna get an IT degree, mix your 60 some thousand dollars a year, 70,000, 80,000, and then plus your YouTube earnings. Plus your YouTube earnings. Stop doing that dance. No, you can't continue doing that. Your Don MD FDMG Boogeyman said, stop twerking for cash apps. How many of you guys cats out there really twerking for cash apps? You're doing dances. How many of you guys know that you're really doing dances and you're doing it really for the cash app? When I was getting donations, I felt so weird because that was very that was like, and it's so sad because I'm used to people giving me donations and buying something from me for the cause, but it just felt so weird the way it came from online. Although I know it was supposed to come, not just because of that, but because I am Project Pick Me Up, which is now Project Pick Us Up. And it's so weird because I just knew 100% that I was deserving, but I kind of felt weird like, do I deserve this? For you cats to really be focusing on and designing your whole lifestyle around that, that's really, really weird. But it's something that's normal now, and I have to understand it. So that's what I'm saying. Look, stop doing the dance, stop twerking for it, stop selling yourself short like some stripper, and let's be the real deal promoters. Let's be the Don Kings of the shit, and let's don't have to do the dance. We just be the building. We be the stage. It's no time to be dancing around for the shit. I truly know I make sense. It's just so sad that there's not enough people to really hear the message because the message must be heard. But right now, I think I'm gonna keep this live short. I don't even think I'm gonna rock out and do a long live as I think about it because I think I want to share this and send this to Hot Boxing because I want Tyson to know about Umar. I want old Tyson to know what the situation is. Umar has beef with the people. Umar Johnson should have been able to raise the building a long time ago. But Umar Johnson must settle the beef and the score with the people. And I believe that you, Mike Tyson, should be the referee for this sector. I think that you, Mike Tyson, is the best candidate to really, truly get. And it's not about sector because it wasn't about a sector. It was about Umar Johnson. I think you're the person that really can get Mike to get Umar on the right track. Why? Because you're the champ. And with that being said, 1000% he will have to respect that. Why do I say that? Why? Because we would want you to knock him the fuck out if he come out his face. That's why. So with that being said, it's not about no disrespect to him either, because I believe that his things that you need to hear. So my whole thing is the cipher of men. Yeah, I kick that shit to him too. The cipher of men. That's what I'm really trying to put together. So, matter of fact, let me launch that right now. And so on hotboxing, I would like for us to do the cipher of men, and that's a strong, detailed conversation. And I would represent what's really not wealthy, because Mike Tyson, you've been around wealth for so long. I would be what you 100% consider not wealthy, but a motherfucking king you will respect. And you will respect it with love because you understand it. I'm humble, even as I say this. But as a king, no, because the words must be said, because we need a cipher of men for us to move forward. And we must move forward. Tyson, you are still in the game, champ. Don't think you some old beat up dude. Hell no. You still a soldier. You still one of the warriors. You a gladiator. And it's important for us to understand that. That's why how everything is forming and coming together is important. And it takes an eye like mine to see how would this have to be designed. All right, Mike, we need to really burn it up on your show, because it's not always about these celebrities. You need the regular people right now. Because niggas need to really chop it up. So people like Lennon making thousands of dollars off of YouTube, but really slamming the man, doing dances like that, twerking, shaking his ass, and not really doing the right thing, like putting people like me on his show, doing the live with me on his show, and really helping a real brother out to obtain justice throughout the time and trials that he's going through. He'd rather dance around and make money in videos to send his family to get their toes done and eat. But then talk about the next man for what the next man preaches that he would love to do for black men. So that dance have to come to an end. Time for you to get with this real dance. We 30 minutes in, like I don't have no clips. I'm just on my bed. I was getting rested up. I put together this board. I want to put something here. I don't know if it's Tyson or Umar's punch out, but it's really Mike Tyson punch out. But how am I trying to figure this out? It's like, how do I do this? So what I'm want to do is put a list of people that I believe he should box, and you guys let me know what you think. So we got Don M, the disgruntled worker, who's owed $3,000. I think he definitely deserves a shot. That's the number one. That's a no brainer. So then you got, sorry folks, sorry. You got, let me get this off the screen. Then you got Monty. I got Phil something right there. You guys help me out with filling something right there. But that's someone that he personally want to fight because I guess Monty gets underneath his feelings. Then you got, oop, I ain't spelled his name right, well, whatever. You got Seti. I believe they had some type of beef. I don't know if that beef is over. I'm not paying attention. Then you got Tariq Nasheed. So I don't know who would like to see that fight. And then you got Lennon Honor. So that's a good list of people to box. You got Don M, Monty, Seti, Tariq, Lennon Honor, and then the Mighty Mike. What y'all think? What do you think? Think that's good conversation to talk about? You think that's worth the time to focus on? Or do we still want to talk about cookies and women that his and two wives and stuff like that? No, we got $1 million contract on the table right now. And we ain't talking about just a million, we talk about a few million. Like I say, if Mike Tyson would box that dude, Paul Logan, it would not be a smaller person than $100 million. He got 25 and better for Floyd. I mean, not Floyd, but for Roy Jones. All behind the scene money, he made at least like 50 and better. That's why he knows to fight that white guy, it's gonna be crazy. And not just for Tyson. They don't really mean shit for Tyson. It's just that it's a cash cow for Tyson, and he sees it. It'll be meaningful for the white boy. So let's replace the white boy with Umar because I don't think the white boy deserves that. We need that to our community. And we need Mike to actually be behind the scenes and refereeing the whole, be part of it. Be part of that purse. Have your hands in on it. Make sure that it goes the right way. That's your job, Mike. Your job is to make sure that it goes the right way. So it's really sad that we can't really converse and really chop it up and have people on the panel talk about this real conversation. It's so sad that more people would rather be on other people's lives and talk about drama and dumb shit. But trust me, this Mike Tyson situation is real tangible. There's no time for us to be dancing around doing the dance. Now I was trying to decide if I was going to do a short live or if I was going to, just do a long live like an hour and better. But it's all about my mind and where it goes. So I took some notes. I don't normally be, like I say, do notes. But I took some notes. And from my notes, I've seen that, like when you go back to Lennon on his whole live stream, he was so about, he don't hate the guy. And with that being said, if you don't hate the guy and you want to see success with him, especially if he chooses to do the right thing. The right thing for him right now is what he's doing. That is the right thing. That's the what your right thing is not always the right thing for others, for everyone else. So the right thing that he see is to continue on the path that he's on. And right now, for him to have Mike Tyson speak with him and not know of who he is, it's important for us to let Mike Tyson know exactly who he is. Not in the way that Mike Tyson do not help, but in the way that Mike Tyson feels that he has to help to get him on the right track. And if we can set it up that way, the dance is over. That's the Christmas ball. I'm gonna go back and check this out for myself, this live stream. When I also looked at Lennon's on it, his live stream, he did it all up to 3 hours. He did 3 hours of videotaping, talking about all sorts of things about Umar Johnson, what Umar Johnson should do, and the cash app just kept coming in. And that's why he wanted to end it. And it's so amazing because at the very end, like I say, we need to let Leonard Arnold know exactly what he needs to do, and he needs to follow that. And it's not about, oh, it's about my family. Leonard, you know it's not about that. You love what you do. You said it. You love the end of the week. You love coming to and doing your live streams. You love commentating. You love having the podcast. That is your life. Your Bernice is part of it. That's your life. 100% that is a piece of your life and you cannot deny it. So because that's a piece of your life, do the dance the right way. Stop twerking that negative dance. Let's do this Christmas ball stroll. It's time for us to have a gallery. Let's do this shit the right way. Time to pull Mike Tyson and put we look. If we are the generation and we the people that actually get Mike Tyson to really actually wake up and be more conscious and doing the right thing in the community, that's what consciousness really is. Doing the right thing in your community. Consciousness isn't about talking. Consciousness means that you are woke and you're doing. And in this day and age, and if you talk about you getting your degree and you getting good grades on your test, and you about to become an IT person, in this age that you are in, I'm happy for you, but who gives a fuck? When we are living in times where we need to be doing much more stuff as men as soldiers. So right now it's time for us not to be doing the corny party dance, trying to get accolades for yourself. It's time for us to really do the right thing. Like I say, let's organize this shit. Cypher men. That's what we need on hot boxing. We need to set this shit up. Because trust me, if Mike Tyson would start talking about this whole setup I just displayed for you folks, it's not about Umar Johnson. It's not about Umar Johnson anymore. It's about this whole YouTube sector. It's about turning YouTube up. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? YouTube is the future. So it's about turning YouTube up in a different direction. It's about making Tyson a champ of this shit. I'm actually really comfortable. I'm doing this live stream. Like I said, I'm just getting back into the mix. Not really trying to be a superstar on it, but I'm just trying to get the words out because a lot of times we let wisdom just sink because we want to, other people want to have their personal victories. It was never like I had many people that be on my lives Most of the time, that if the live be popping is like if they thought I was beef with somebody, but that's how it is. Period. So because there's no beef, there's no people. But that's not the right thing. We need this. We need people like me. Mike Tyson, please, please take on the job that we ask of you. Involve yourself. Yo, I got this fly that I want to kill. It's driving me crazy. Involve yourself in our community. And we ain't talk about no conscious community. We talk about just the black community, man. The community of color folks that really, really need people like you. We need colored people that made it to celebrity status just to deal with everyday needs right now. Because everybody should be wealthy. By you being part of this, it makes it wealthy. We need you to be part of this movement. We need you to set this purse up. We need you to really beat Umar ass. We need you to referee this whole FDMG building fund thing because it seems like it's not going to never stop. So we need someone to referee this shit. And your philosophy is so fly in regards to forgiveness. These niggas need to hear you, bro. You dope. No, you ain't no pussy. God just got you. And when that happens, shit like that do happen. I be hating when I be feeling like that shit too. You heard? And so for you to be just getting that feeling like in the last 10 years of your life, I know it's very weird. Might be shorter than that. Because like I said, when you caught up in the dark side, when you think you an animal, you think you gotta be this way, you become that shit. For you to realize that that's not you and to realize that there's something much deeper and something more loving, yeah, that's gonna make you emotional. That's gonna make you cry. That's gonna make you have compassion. That's gonna make you have love. It's not gonna make you that fighter that you used to be. And I saw that when you fought Lennon Lewis. I was like, something wrong with him. Is this nigga really on some other drug type shit? So Tyson, man, we need you to really give us the shit. It's not about give Umar, like he says, our school. Umar owes me. He owes me some bread. And he owes me an apology. I need your help to get that. They bullying me. I need your help. So I need you to set this up. I need you to make this happen. I need you to help me get my bread from him and more by setting up this whole fight. We all need that. All these content creators, they need that. That white boy, he don't need it. That whole community, they good. The reason why you feel like you're nobody, Mike, is because you've been doing nothing for us. And when you every time you do hot boxing, you look at people like you look at Sugar Ray Leonard, and you realize, damn, man, I must salute my people. So realistically, if you was to hear Umar speak and you was to really understand who Umar really should be, you'll realize that it's important for you to beat his ass and help him out. And you'll realize that all those people that's been hating on him and preventing him from really doing what he's supposed to be doing, it was all because it's that nigga hate. And we have to understand forgiveness. And it's important for you to be that champion to deliver that message. So Tyson, we do need you. We don't need these people to doing dance trying to prevent that from happening. That's something that must happen. That's a victory. Lennon Honors and all these people who's hating on this man, that's not going to be a victory. What's the victory is us getting someone to be a referee and directing that shit in the right way. I would love for you to be part of this. Because like I said, you need some therapy as well. Therapy on, and although you became Muslim and all that stuff, you still need some special therapy in regards to Black consciousness therapy of understanding why they did brainwash you the same way they brainwash all of our Black celebrities. We know that shit. Then they take a person like Don King, a Black person, and they have him as your handler. That's all this should be. That's why it's important for you to get this conscious love, this tough love. So Tyson, we need you. So going back to Lennon Honor, there's nothing that you can say that has real substance on this whole matter right now of Umar Johnson reaching out to Mike Tyson. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post it. Why my shit froze up? My shit froze up. Let me see what's up. Let me do it again. And this is so funny because I'm no psychiatrist, but I peeped it. But Leonard Arn said he would pay $175. Now, if Umar Johnson did not say what Umar Johnson said, Leonard Arnold would probably been a little less with his figure. But Leonard Arnold gave respect to Umar Johnson. That's what really made me peep it. I peeped the real game. If Umar Johnson would have said no, if Umar Johnson would have said like $150, even though he said, and everything was misheard because Umar really meant like viewership, but then he caught himself at the same time when he was speaking. That's why he kind of like switched it to talk about like being there for ticket, but he really meant $250 to watch that shit. And Lennon knows it because he peeped it. That's why Lennon said he would pay $175 to watch it. Who pays $175 to watch a pay-per-view? That's why I know this shit will be big. If Umar Johnson and Mike Tyson agreed to fight and pay-per-view picked it up, they can get that $150 for the pay-per-view. Trust me. That's why Leonard Arnold stopped doing the dance, man. You a fan. If pay-per-view was to pick this up, this would do much better than Mike Tyson against that white boy. Because I know for a fact that Tiffany would pay $250 to watch that shit. I know for a fact that people will really see the amount of people that really truly watch Umar Johnson on YouTube. Nick Cannon would pay $200 for that shit because this would be everyone's way See, that's what y'all don't get. That ticket will be everyone's way of giving that donation to that school because everybody would have so much respect for that man to be able to get that opportunity to be in that ring with Mike Tyson. Nick Cannon would pay $300 for that shit to watch it. Charlemagne the God would pay $200. DJ Envy would pay $200. Angela Yee, and trust me, Angela Yee don't be feeling him that much. She would pay $150, $200 for that just to watch that shit because that would be their way of giving back. Because it's like hands down. Oh shit, you fighting Tyson? It's a fundraiser. Yeah, $150 is nothing. Now saying $150 would be nothing. I'm gonna make my own chat lit. See, I don't need people to be in my chat. You don't want to be in my chat? It's cool. I'm gonna make my own shit lit because my mind is the mind of 100 people. Watch this. Charlotte, man, I don't know how to spell that fucking name. This is mosquito. There's something in here. I gotta get rid of that shit. Charlemagne the God would spend 250 to 500 on that fight. The Breakfast Club. TJ Envy. $200 on that shit. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon would go. Nick Cannon would go. Nick Cannon would be at that. He would be at that fight. Yo, why my shit keep freezing up? Nick Cannon would be ringside. You know who else would go to that event? See, this is why y'all really don't get it. That fight would make a lot of fucking money. That's why I really would promote it. Like I am promoting it now. I'm doing the promotion right now because I'm going to get my money. There's no way in life that I'm not going to get my money. I need Mike Tyson to understand that I'm part of that. He wants to know who he is. He owes me some bread. So I'm going to get my money. So I'm going to promote this shit. I'm going to get my money because court, no matter what. So I'm going to promote this shit because this has to be promoted. This is history. Who else will be there? This is going to fuck your head up. Spike Lee will spend $500. See, like I say, all those people, all those celebrities that didn't do anything, all those celebrities, Once again, Mike Tyson might not know who Umar is. Okay, Mike Tyson might not know who Umar Johnson is, but I guarantee you, if Mike Tyson promoted and pushed this big event and this big fight, all those people who know who Umar Johnson is will give for the ticket, and that'll be their way of giving. Yeah, he's gonna ride this shit. I'm gonna ride this shit because I want someone to bully this dude and that whole FDMG to get my bread. I want the courts. I want bullies to be bullying him to get my money. So I really want Mike Tyson to address the situation. Like, why you didn't pay this man? Don't you know that Don King wasn't paying me? How the fuck you didn't? Didn't you see what the fuck I did to him? Yeah, I want this fight to go on. I want it to be known. Let me fix this up. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna delete this. I can't delete it. I'm gonna set it up the right way. I want it to look right. Put this up. Spike Lee would do the right thing and spend $500. You know what I'm saying? I got to change that up. So let's fix that one up. See, this is my chat. So my chat to be right. The shit was freezing up. I don't know why it was freezing up. Mm, mm, mm. Nick Cannon would be one of the commentators. You know Snoop Dogg be commentating? It'll be Nick Cannon. He'll be out there commentating. Nick Cannon and Charlamagne the God. That'll be fire. Because those are two individuals that gave him some form of support that has major celebrity notoriety. Nick Cannon and Charlamagne the God of the Breakfast Club at ringside doing the commentation. Now, I don't even think that Umar can get past me. I know he can't. But I still want that fight to take place for that fundraiser because I don't want that money to go to that white guy. DJ Envy would spend $200. So a man would spend 2 to 5. Let me fix up Lennon on it. Let me fix that up. Lennon Arnold said he would spend $175 to watch. Not to be there, to watch it. So just think, if Umar does live streams and Umar has 1,000 people, 2,000 people in his live stream, I don't know how many people he be having in his live stream. I have no idea. I've never been to one of his live streams. I never been to his live stream. But just think if Lennon Honor can have 1,500 people in his live stream, imagine how many people will watch it and pay to watch it from Umar Johnson's following. From that alone, if they charge, like I said, this ain't no regular pay-per-view. Umar Johnson would be able to sell that $150 ticket. The same way Nipsey Hussle sold that his album for $100. Fuck out of here, folks. Like I told you, it's pay-per-view. That would be Tyson's biggest payday to fight Umar Johnson. Do you hear me? Mike Tyson's biggest payday will be to fight Umar Johnson. So all you guys sitting back and hating, and all you guys sitting back and saying dumb shit, that's why I be so mad. I'll be like, won't y'all niggas shut the fuck up? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Why these people be why people come up with dumb shit? Oh, I would pay $2. No, you wouldn't. Because why would you pay anything if you're gonna if anything, if you a hater, don't pay shit. You know that you will watch that shit. You know that you would pay for it. And if you wouldn't pay for it, and if I was Umar, I would get it to be blocked from YouTube, where it couldn't be. YouTube gets sued to be shown, and charge $150. But it can't be no fake shit. It gotta be some real shit. Oh, we got good guy Ghost in the house, I believe. I don't know who that is. Good guy, yo, bro. But he always say yo, bro. So yeah, I believe that's T. What up? What up, kid? If that's you, pick that up. Where's it at? Yeah, I did put the link out. I knew it was something that was missing. I knew something was missing. What up, man? I be every time I come to do these lives, for some reason, something goes funny style. But I know I put the link in there, and it's disappeared. So let's put that out there. Put the link out there. Anyone who want to come chop it up, holla. That's the link. But here I am, an hour in, no guests. But I'm just chopping up because I want this to go down in history. Leonard Arnold, like I said, Leonard Arnold would say he would spend $175 to watch that shit. And he thought deep about it. That shit made me say, you know what, this is a winner. Because just think about how many of the haters will truly watch.
Yo, bro.
Oh, it is you. What up, kid?
Yo, yeah, man. If you ever that's me right
Huh?
there, but be careful. Yeah, that's me right there, but be careful, man. They got a lot of trolling accounts going on. They cloning this shit out.
I know that's what made me say I don't know yet. But
Yeah,
I know some things that you do and say, so I knew it was you.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man.
What's good, man? I'm doing the
Um,
live. I haven't been up here. Do the first person I have on my live. What does it do? TC, the great
yeah,
K, the ghost is in the house. Applause,
yeah,
applause.
man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm on the road, man. I'm headed over the bridge right now, man. Like what you talking about though?
Oh, right now we talk about how Lennon Arnold is sitting back on his channel doing the dance. He's really doing the dance. He's twerking like a motherfucker right now. because it's like the closer that Umar gets to this victory, because Umar's going to get a victory no matter what. Because as long as he has that building, he's going to keep winning. If he's going to keep making money, he's going to keep doing little things.
You know what's
Even
crazy?
what?
I just told the story yesterday, right? I was like, yo, because they did a documentary on the good guys over the weekend, and I was telling the story. I said, yo, that shit brought back memories, and I said, my biggest regret was bringing Tiffany on the panel because the way Don had it set up, he would have single-handedly destroyed AFW. The way he was getting the support from them and shit, they was
Hmm.
really financing. They was going to finance their demise, and like, you know, they would have paid Umar's debt three, four, five times, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like the sector being a whole different zone right now. And I was like, but people over here kept attacking him, and like, I was really on some dumb shit. Like,
That's real talk. And the
uh,
funny thing is, I told you that the thing is, I told you at the beginning, it was a problem on his camp, and she came out, and she was the witch. I'm trying to tell you, she cut she did witchcraft, yo.
yeah,
She did her thing, yo. That shit was real. That's what pissed me off too. Like, damn, she really is demonic. Like, she came and really showed her shit. And then now all of a sudden, was she doing a channel herself?
I think she been
And
had
that's what I was
one,
saying.
bro.
Don't get. Well, she been had one, but it wasn't doing nothing though.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
wasn't doing
but
nothing to that whole segment.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Her whole channel wasn't doing shit. She never was promoting. She never talked about a channel. And the one time I heard her speak about me just recently, and she said, "Oh, I have my channel." Now all of a sudden she talked about her channel, and she said, "And it's doing well." Like she never talked about her channel and doing well. So now she's doing promotion of her
right,
channel. But it was about me trying to get cash ups and all that. That's what I'm saying. Cash appers. But motherfucker chasing the cash up. She when she showed her ass that day on that live, and when she start shaking the ass on, and the niggas start cash apping her, and her light bulb clicked. She's like, I can do this shit, and
yeah,
she started
man.
doing everyone's panel, trying to do build up her channel. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
wish
But
I could fuck it.
when I look back at it, bro, like I said, man, that shit would have been so fly to at the end of the day have. Cause I remember you told me it's like, yo, I'm about to take their support.
I told
They
you.
supporters is gonna really like. And when I look back at it, bro, I really think that shit would have worked. I mean, for the most part, motherfuckers on this side says just shut the fuck up and let you operate.
That's it, and just heard, and just sat
Yeah,
back and analyzed from the distance without opinions. But even
right,
as I'm doing this live right now with nobody in it, and looking at the end results of the catastrophe, it's supposed to be like that because I mean it's not that it's supposed to be like that, but that's what happens when you are chosen to do things. It don't come that easy. It's not gonna come like
right,
a link on this
right,
page. It's going you have to earn it. So
right,
I'm glad that you even said that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even by you saying that, it opened up a different warp zone for it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it can happen
right.
much faster than we can imagine just by you acknowledging that. Because this Mike Tyson thing, what you think about this whole Umar Johnson Mike Tyson?
Bro, I heard that shit, bro. It's like when it one in out the other, yo. I can't even
Hmm.
recall last time I even talked about him, bro.
Hmm. But that's what I'm saying. That's good. Right now is all the time to be talking about him because let's go to something way deeper. Let's go something past Umar Johnson. I want to talk about race real quick.
Hmm.
And Mike Tyson been around the white race for a very fucking long time. Mike Tyson made a lot of money off of white people.
Hmm.
Mike Tyson don't really see race the way Umar Johnson gonna see it. although Mike Tyson became, part of the Nation of Islam and all that other stuff, but still Mike Tyson, that green money from that white man got Mike Tyson in a certain mindset. Now with this whole, I'm sorry, with this whole Mike
Oh,
Tyson,
let
hmm?
me roll my windows up, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So now you got Mike Tyson taking in the whole notion of fighting. What's that dude named Paul Logan or Jake Paul? What's his name?
yeah, Jake Paul.
Okay, because Mike Tyson like, yo, I can cash out on this shit.
Right.
That Mike Tyson, I can make more money fighting this little white boy beating him up real quick than any other fighter. I can make more money than fighting Holyfield.
Right.
Okay. Now let me ask you a real question, and this is a real question for me to you. Do you think that he will make more money fighting Umar Johnson?
Fuck no, yo, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Jake Paul is an easy motherfucking 8 figures, bro.
So you don't think that Umar Johnson will be able to pull as much money as Jake Paul?
Hell no. Hell no.
And you don't think the sell now watch this. This is what I'm trying to tell you. And why not?
Bro, Jake Paul is a YouTube sensation, bro. He
And is
got
Umar and wait, that's what I'm saying. What is Umar Johnson? Because I met you because of him, Umar Johnson. You
be,
are here because of Umar Johnson.
I mean,
So is Umar,
compared to Umar though, Jake
yeah.
Paul is like head light years away.
And why and
Like,
how and why? That's what I'm saying. How and why? Because like I said, I'm really touching race right now.
bro,
How
like I mean, like he a white boy that they love.
exactly. Fuck that nigga Jake Paul.
Like,
Fuck that nigga. No, that's what I'm saying. I don't want us as black people giving that nigga any more motherfucking notoriety. Fuck him.
yeah, I mean,
I'm a racist right now. Fuck him. That's what I'm trying to tell you. With this whole Umar Johnson, that's why I'm saying the sector's been quiet because no one's really been thinking right, man. I'm back. My season's done. I'm good. It's time for me to get back on track. That's why I want you to understand where you can go. I told you the sector's about you. You can take it back over, dog. I'm glad you popped up out of nowhere, Ghost. Right now, you wasn't thinking nothing about Umar using that fuck all that shit. Jake Paul is much more sensational. Mike Tyson don't need to be giving that person that cracker. You think Mike Tyson does? You think that cracker deserve that purse over Umar Johnson?
fuck no, he don't need. Yo, Jake Paul don't belong in no fucking ring with Mike Tyson.
That's what I'm saying. Especially
Yeah,
for some celebrity shit off the rip.
but you already know, man. These niggas trying to get the bag, bro.
That's
Like,
why it's important for people like us to
yeah,
understand that we can be the promoters. This is YouTube world now. We can take over and be the promoters.
mm-hmm.
If we was to take this whole Umar Johnson hustle and embrace it and figure and say, yo, let's make it feasible that Mike Tyson fights him. And we just focus all our attention back on Umar Johnson and getting Umar Johnson get his fucking head knocked off because Umar Johnson has been violent. See, now watch this. Mike Tyson's a philosopher. Mike Tyson been doing a whole bunch of philosophy and kicking that knowledge shit. He been smoking these streets, kicking a lot of knowledge, and got mad people saying, "Damn, nigga, you got mad intellect." Mike Tyson kicked some shit about forgiveness. I'm gonna send you the link about that one. The shit was fly. You
Yeah.
talk about
Hey,
forgiveness.
hey, bro, I really gotta go. I gotta get on this road, bro. But I'm gonna be
Ah,
listening the
damn.
whole ride over, bro. Yeah, like I just wanted to let you know that was me. Like that's my handle and shit.
Oh, no
But
doubt.
yo,
Copy.
yeah, we got to chat. We definitely got to, bro. I hit the sub button whenever you go live because I'm actually cutting down on my live shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even keep my lives up. You know what I'm saying? But my shit is basically content driven on a bunch of other shit. But yeah, when you go live, I'm gonna definitely come chop it up with you.
No doubt. This
I
this where
mean,
this is where my focus is right now because I don't want that white boy to get that purse. And
right,
if
right.
so, like I said, I'm gonna use Umar as that bait because one real quick before you go, this is what I was telling people. Mike Tyson will be a referee for this whole shit, for this whole sector. Mike Tyson will be a referee for this conscious sector if we can
Mm.
embrace him and bring him in. We just have to figure out how to lure him in. And Umar I put the custom model shit out. I put the energy out there. Next thing you know, Mike Tyson popping up and it's all out there. I gotta keep
Mm.
this. I need some help with really making this shit happen. Let's get Mike Tyson in the round in the ring with him. But he first Umar got to fight me first. He can't just
Oh,
Umar can't just jump in the fighting round in the ring with Tyson before he gets sparred up and he got to fight Lennon. He got to fight me. He got to fight Monty. He got to fight a couple people at spar matches before he can get him around with Mike. If we organized that shit, we was trying to do it before with all that boxing shit. We was talking about setting up the fights and shit.
yeah, yeah,
It's there. Yeah, it's
yeah,
there. Okay, so
yeah.
yo, just let me. I'm here. I'm just what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I don't
yo. As a matter of fact, yo, next time I go live, I'm gonna send everybody. I'm gonna let everybody know. You want me to drop that your channel link over there so niggas know
yeah,
to come check
yeah.
you out?
I'm here. I'm here because this is what we got to be. We have to do this shit. And then his Umar 20 days is up. You know, like I'm about to fuck him up with court right now. He about to default.
Hey
If he don't
man.
fuck up, that's what I'm saying. He's all distracted. I love that he's being distracted because he's gonna default with me, figuring that he's forgot about me. No, I got the stuff on his ass.
Hmm.
This is cool. That's what I'm saying. Nah, we gotta get him the money because I gotta get paid.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
get
I could definitely dig it. I could definitely dig that. But yeah, I'm a
paid.
copy you. I'm a copy you. Well, I'm sub to your channel now, so yeah. I'll let
So this,
everybody know. Like, yeah, go fuck with it. He back. He up live. You know what I'm saying? You know.
please, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm really
man.
focused on this right here. And it's not about me really loving or hating. It's just about me seeing the opportunity that we can make this sector really on fire.
Yeah,
Like
cause
fire.
trust me, bro, the sector is
It's dead.
goofy, bro.
I know.
Retarded goofy, yo.
Well, what's up with Photon? It's two people. It's Photon, Futon, and Vuton. What's these two different names? Voton and
No,
Futon?
Photon DNA, you remember that was Owl Island. And Vuitton Don, that's some bon bar. He seemed cool, but he been acting weird lately, yo. He just been acting real weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I guess he really hate the ball smoke all crazy. So now that me and Smoke basically, squashed all that goofy shit, it's like he come to me just to talk. He trying to instigate, niggas still be fighting. Some shit I don't understand, but it was an eye opener to me because it's like I really wonder what type of people am I dealing with that they just want to see niggas fighting
Back and
and
forth.
warring over nothing. Like, yeah, niggas really got to be miserable out this motherfucker. Like, that's all y'all want to see. Like, y'all not at, you ain't even got to be happy. You just, I mean, you could even shrug your shoulders like, oh, they ain't beefing no more. All right, cool. But niggas is really mad about that shit, bro. Like, that shit is weird. And,
Very weird.
The boy Vuitton, he be all in that shit. Like, I don't know, man. The boy smoke. Like, get off that nigga dick, dude. Like, the fuck? If you really got that much animosity, go see that nigga. Fight that nigga.
He's been around
Talk
for a
about.
while.
Hey, he been around for a minute. He been around for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But man, listen, bro. A lot of niggas is starting to show they weird side around these parts, bro. A lot of niggas. You gonna see it. You know what I mean? You gonna like what the
I
fuck
saw
happened here?
this one slander guy shit. It was real quick. I know you gotta get on the road, but why is it why are you even conversating with Shakira still?
Shakim?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't conversate with that nigga.
But I mean, you was on the panel fucking talking. Why are you even talking to that Shakira Rod? Shakira.
What? When I was calling him a faggot?
Just anything, man. It's like you can let him get underneath
Yeah.
your skin. Fuck him.
Nah, he
He
ain't
owes
get
you
underneath
nothing,
my
baby.
skin, nigga.
He
Yeah,
owes you
yeah,
nothing.
he definitely still owed me a stack, but nah, he don't get under my skin. I just be, telling him about himself. Like,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
know what
He
I'm
owes
saying?
you
Like,
bread, man. That's all I want you to
yeah,
fucking give him his ass about. Because
yeah,
you're,
yeah. You know what?
you're
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I gotta bring that up. Like, yeah, nigga, you still owe that stack.
hmm
Definitely still owe
hmm
that stack. Yeah, I forgot all about that shit, bro.
No, you did. Everybody did. Bring that.
Yeah,
That's your
yeah,
next job. Where's my stack at?
yeah,
Fuck. Owe
yeah,
money.
yeah.
Because you forgot, I want this a little. I want a little sneaker money. A little sneaker money, yo. So,
Yeah, man, definitely forgot though. Definitely forgot.
you owe me some money right now.
Man.
Be fucking
But yo,
you.
listen, right? You know, I realized and discovered he really a broke nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't what he claimed to be. So, like, you know,
So you can
I
give
don't
him
know
a
why he
favor,
would.
five
Yeah,
hundred dollars.
yeah. I don't know why he would bet money like that that I know he ain't got. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he still owe that bread.
You owe that money.
Yeah,
Period.
he
He
owe that
matter of fact,
favor.
ban him from everybody's live, everybody's panel if he don't start paying, making payments.
He already banned from mine. So yeah, like,
Like I say, go
you
hard
know,
about this shit. Go hard on
yeah,
that whole
definitely.
that they bring up the drop on it. Run that shit.
Yeah,
Run that shit. I want him dead. I don't want him. I don't want to see him no more on nobody panel unless he pay that money
yeah.
for
Man,
real.
they be dick eating, bro. You know, the stand up niggas,
Let's
they
annihilate
gonna
him.
be on that type. But you
Let's
know, the fuck
annihilate him.
niggas,
Nah,
yeah,
let's annihilate him. I want to focus on annihilating him. I'm tired
yeah,
of that. Fuck him. I'm serious
right,
about that. He owes that money. He said that. That was his word. The same way in Jake Paul, that fight with Tyron Woodley. Did Tyron Woodley get that fucking tattoo?
definitely did. He got it on his middle
Yeah.
finger.
And he still
Yeah,
did it.
yeah,
Be a man of his word. Fuck that.
right,
That's why I'm here, because Umar wasn't a man of his fucking word.
right,
And
right.
so Shaquem say he want to make a live stream on that. He trying to make cash apps. So for me, my character, trying to call me out on some fuckery. Fuck that nigga. I want to smack him in the face. Nah, you better call him out on that shit. I'm serious. That's why
Yeah,
every time
yeah,
I call him on it. Nah, call him out on that. He want to come and try and say you bipolar. What the fuck about you, nigga?
yeah. The nigga come up there all faggoty and shit. You seen that shit? Like, you bought, like, nigga,
Why
why
you
don't
think
you
I'm doing it, nigga?
get the bumps off your face, nigga? What you worried
Fuck
about?
out of here.
I mean, nigga up here
Why
asking me
you
about, like, nigga, why was your pop beating your ass, nigga? Like, you asking all the wrong questions.
Why you think I'm tight, yo? You fuck out of here.
Yeah,
He can't even. Why he even talking? He owes money, yo. He
yeah,
can't even
yo,
talk. He shouldn't be on
shit, I
nobody's
forgot.
phone.
Yo, that's crazy. I forgot all about
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
no.
nigga.
No, he owes bread, and that's why he knows in his
Yeah.
heart he owes. Fuck out of here, brother.
Yeah, he probably do. That's probably why he went on his little bitchy fit, like hissy fit. Like,
Yeah,
damn, you know, I owe this man a whole stack. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But you know, I get too much real money to be worried about some internet. I'm like, yo, like that's crazy, bro. I forgot all
Yeah.
about that shit.
Fuck that shit. I don't want him on nobody's panel unless he pay. I want everybody to say, "Yo, what about that money, OTC?"
Yeah, man.
Like I said, because it all come back to me too at the same time because it bring back my case. You understand what I'm saying? Do all this
Right.
shit because it's all about my case. I need my case to be back
The
in the spotlight.
algorithm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because you definitely, yeah. You said the 20 days is up.
20 days is up. September 10th to September 20th. Now we're
Yeah,
at September.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
gotta address it. We definitely gotta address. But yo, let me hit this road, bro. I'm gonna hit my
no
line
doubt.
when you done. Hit my line. Just hit my line
No doubt.
directly when you done.
All right, copy. No
All right,
doubt. All
all
right,
right.
yup. All right, peace. Yeah, folks, we at an hour and 24 minutes in. I had absolutely just one person in my live stream. Ghost popped up, came on deck, had to remind him that the dude, Shakim Ra, owes him $1,000 because TC would not be coming in on something in regards to my dialogue and downplaying him and things like that. I don't know what the fuck Shakim Ra said, but someone pulled that back up that day when Shakim was going in. I wish we could find that feedback. Damn, that was probably one of our lives, and damn, the channel's gone. But anyway, we still talk about Lennon on it doing the dance. TC, I mean, the ghost, he wasn't really, like you say, he's not really paying too much attention to that whole situation. I want you to understand that we got Mike Tyson. We got Mike Tyson right now. You know what I'm saying? We got Nick Cannon doing, we had Nick Cannon doing, um, and we're not saying we, I want you to understand because I'm not saying as an FDMG supporter. I'm saying as a black, unwealthy man, as Mike Tyson said. I'm part of the black unwealthiness. I'm not wealthy. I'm wealthy in here and here, but I'm not wealthy economic wise. So for us to now have the attention of Mike Tyson, I'm saying to the folks, yo, we can ride this wave. This is like a surf, this is like a wave, a tidal wave that's coming in. It's a tsunami. And Mike Tyson is really trying to find himself. Mike Tyson is trying to find himself. Like people really is always be looking at things like as a fan point of view. I don't. I be looking at things from a therapist point of view. I be looking at things from a point of view like through a third, fourth, fifth, sixth eye. And I know Mike Tyson is trying to find a home. He's trying to fit in. Mike Tyson is trying to fit in. And because Mike Tyson is trying to fit in, let me sit up. That comfortable shit is damn, you guys don't even know. I'm about to get back on the road tomorrow. I'm about to head back to New York. And that, that'd be draining. About to be out there for like 5 days or so, and come back. But for us to get a Mike Tyson really to be focusing on the unwealthy, and what you mean he ain't really focused? No, he is going to be focused if we can bring all that attention there. So all I'm just asking for everyone in their channels who know of Umar, let's make this fight happen. My man T Go said that what's the dude name? Said that that white boy Logan Paul is much more of a sensation than Umar is. All right. Before he fought Floyd Mayweather, and you gotta remember all this shit. The boxing industry was hurting themselves. They hurting very bad. They hurting. So they looking for gimmicks. So he was a big white hope of as a gimmick. In all the years of Umar being in the spotlight on YouTube, do you really think that Logan has more? It's easy for this young generation to have a following. But realistically, do you really think that Paul Logan has more eyes on him than Umar Johnson? Umar Johnson goes on the Breakfast Club or he goes on these radio stations and he shuts it down. He's been on V dot whatever that guy named, the white guy on YouTube, I forget the people name. That Lord Jamar, he came from that show. He's been on Nick Cannon's show. He's been on Roland Martin's show. He's been on the Housewives. We sleep on ourselves. We don't give ourselves enough props, and that's what happens with most black men. We be trying to. It's not that it's that we don't give each other enough props, and so we try and get those props from you. We try and force you to give us props, and that's what is the problem with Umar. He's trying to force us to give him props. That's as a black man. Most of us have to do that in life. It's like we gotta force the props to happen, and that's not right. That's sad. It's not that sad that we do it, but it's sad that we have to do it. That we have to force props to happen. And if you don't force props to happen, then you kudos to you. You're lucky. But we in the generation right now, we have to force ourselves to to give enough props. And if you think I'm lying, then go back to Busta Rhymes album when he put out, I think it was Extinction Level Event. Give me some more. Remember the intro for Give Me Some More? Like no matter what that man had, it was like the chick was like, oh, I don't care, give me some more. And that's why Busta Rhymes give me some more. Like yo, we gotta keep giving more. It's like we like it's showtime at the Apollo all day with us. So I'm not speaking at all because, like I said, it's I'm on your ass, Umar. It's just that I really want us as black men to win. As long as this man's alive and he's out there, I'm going to use him as that pawn. As long as he's going to make himself be usable, I'm going to use him as that pawn to get the victory for us black men. Oh yeah, I'm stepping my game up too, folks. But in the meantime, I'm going to use this man as a pawn for us because he put himself out there. And no, I believe that Mike Tyson versus I believe that Mike Tyson versus that white boy fight, you can get $49.99 for for the uh for the ticket to watch it. But I think a Mike Tyson, especially like I say, if you build it up, if you build it up WWE style against Umar Johnson, fuck 5 rounds of Umar. You're gonna have to give us 7. And you're going to get knocked. And we want Mike Tyson to fight. We don't want Mike Tyson to play. We want Mike Tyson to use you as a sparring partner. You want to brag about your fucking weight? I want Mike Tyson hit your ass then. You want to talk about you 240, 6'3"? Good. Now I can hit you. Now I can swing on you. You might need this for yourself to get in shape. So this will be good for Umar to get in shape. See, it's a win-win situation for everybody. And like I said, we need Mike Tyson to be the referee of this FDMG. We need, see, in the black race, as long as you allow people to do what they do and not hold them accountable for it with some type of force, with some type of brute force, then things would just always take place. But if we can have someone that's brute now in the sector dictating, like, no, that shit ain't going down like that, and would smack the shit out of the motherfucker, and everybody was backing like, nah, that's what it is. We need Mike Tyson right now to shape up Umar Johnson for this FDMG and for the future. Because like Lennon said, as he doing the dance, he don't want the worst for Umar, even though he's doing the dance because you said you want the motherfucker to get locked up. That's what I'm saying. Like, cut the shit out. You stop the dick riding. If you're going to dick ride, then do it right. Do it 100%, and let's do it Don King and this shit. Be part of the purse. Get your money. Get in that ring with Umar. Don't be afraid. I want Lennon on in the ring, but first it's going to be me. I don't think Umar's going to beat me, so it's going to mess up everything. But I let him get through it if it means that he can move on to the next cipher. I throw the fight for a few dollars. All right, folks. I throw that fight for him to move up so he can fight Tyson. I don't have no problem throwing that fight. All right. As long as I get paid, I throw that fight because we all know you gonna already see in the body language that I won. But I would throw that fight for Umar Johnson to move up and fight the next person on the rankings. Let's see what I broke down. Let's see what I broke down. This is what I got right now, folks. I got Punch Out. Let me see if I can get it. I got Don Icy Don 167. Who was he? The disgruntled worker. Then we got, I wish I could get it right. Then we got, wait, let me take this down. Who we got? Monty. And that's a personal battle because Umar wants to fight Monty. Umar thinks that he's going to beat Monty the fuck up. And see, I will let him fight someone first, but I don't want no one else to get that that fight. I need that fight. I need to punch him first. Then we got Seti, whatever beef they had. Then we got Tariq Nasheed. And then we got Lennon Honor leading up to Mike Tyson. That's the way I put the list. You can scratch off a few people if you want. You can scratch it, even if we scratch off 3 people. 1, 2, 3. We only really need Monty. We don't need Seti. And we don't really need Tariq. All we really need is Don M and Lennon Honor and that Mike Tyson fight. That's all we really need. That would be lit. Because those we'll consider those spar matches that he needs leading up to Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson, we need you to be the referee of the situation because it's legitimate beef. I have a legitimate beef with the man because he owes me bread. He owes me 3 G's and more. And so you should know about being owed money. So that's you should take that personal. So I need you to help me bully him with that situation. And the best way is to force him to fight me in the ring for that whole ordeal. And then we have a situation with Lennon Honor. And that just need to be a little beef that we just situate in the ring. So those 2 are the ones that we really need to take place. With Seti, Tariq, and Monty, I mean, those would be big too. Those would be huge. But I don't think he can handle all that. I don't think Umar can handle all of these men. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think he can handle all that. So I would want him to get to you, Mike. So I think that just fighting me and Lennon Honor would be good. Me, I would throw the fight for him too, so he can get to Lennon Honor, so everybody can see that. And then I personally think that that'll be such a gay fight. But I think that Umar would beat Lennon. I think Umar would be able to beat Lennon. And the only reason why I say that is because Umar will be fighting for that. Umar would be fighting so hard for that victory for that Mike Tyson fight, while Lennon Honor would just be clowning around and they're just happy to be in that spotlight. So Lennon would be just clowning around. Lennon won't have that type of anger inside his heart. Umar would have a certain type of hatred and anger in his heart. So that's the reason why Umar would win that one. And then Umar will fight Tyson, and Umar will be feeling some type of way, like, you know, he's feeling strong, he's feeling mighty. Because Umar, you know, he needs this type of fight. He needs this right now. He needs us to beat him up in the ring for him to actually be able to lead these boys. Because Umar haven't had no fight in years. I told you, I actually had a fight last year during COVID. I wasn't happy about it. And the person was about like 6'2". I think I dropped him with the left. No, I think I dropped him with the right. I don't know which hand I hit him with. A lot of times I don't like to hit with the right. But my left ain't that strong. But I prefer to hit with the left. I think I dropped it with the left. I broke my fucking. Anyway, I don't want to give up nothing for you guys because, like I say, I want this fight to take place with me and Umar, and I don't want the odds to go lean on Umar. But oh shit, I shouldn't even say I might throw the fight. Damn, y'all still can bet on me because if I feel I got him, I'm knocking the fuck out. Fuck all that bet shit. All right, I might just end that shit. Mike might be like, shit, I need to fight you. What you got programmed? I'll be like, yep. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I might just knock Umar the fuck out. Word. I might just dead that. And if we can really get this really to happen, because like I said, if we all can focus all our energy on it, it can happen. Mike Tyson would definitely be part. If Mike Tyson would be part of the WWE and WWF and all the other dumb, goofy shit, and for fun and for the money, Mike Tyson would definitely agree to be part of this fiasco of helping raise this money for these schools, these black boys, and the whole cause, and to be a resurrection in the black community. Because Mike Tyson owe that. If we label this as his community service that he need to be giving back, Mike Tyson will be able to understand that shit. Trust me. Nick Cannon will holler at him. Charlamagne the God will holler at him. We better build some references to holler at him to make this happen. Mike Tyson will make this shit happen. So don't act like this can't happen, folks. And I'm saying this not as no Umar Johnson supporter. I'm just saying this as a person on the outside. Like, yeah, this should happen because I want my money. There's no reason why he can't give me my money after that shit. Especially if I was one of the people who really, really pushed and made it happen. And I'm telling you, folks, that's where we at right now. We taking this nigga to court, but we also gonna bring him to court in the ring. Because the ringside is definitely a good court. There's no better situation than seeing two people slug it out in the ring, especially who have grudges against each other. So I'm gonna take him to court, then I want him to handle him in the ring because we gotta prep him up for Mike Tyson. He needs some spar matches. And Lennon Arnie needs to understand that he can't keep dancing around on that field no more. He needs to start dancing the way he said. Lennon Arnie said this. This is what Lennon Arnie said. Lennon Arnie says he would spend $175 to watch it. That's astronomical. That's astronomical. What pay-per-view boxing match ever would cost $100 or $175? I don't even think Mayweather ever charged more than $100 for his fight. How much he charged with the Canelo fight, McGregor fight? Understand what I'm saying? So for us to pay $175, the Umar Johnson ticket should be $150 to watch pay-per-view. Do the math. I'm gonna do the math on this piece of paper. I can't even do it in the calculator. But if we was to only get, now watch this. If you only get 150,000 views on pay-per-view, not even a million. If Umar Johnson is worth 150,000 views at $150, remember the $150 is 3 times what they normally be charged. They charge $49.99, $50. So that's 3 times the amount. So that's still, you still get 3 times. So 150 times, and I'm doing this all by pen, so it's gonna be slow math. I ain't got no calculator around. Somebody, if you can do the math by calculator, that'd be cool. If I do it, my shit gonna go cut off. 0. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5. It's 1. That's a whole lot of fucking money. 7, 5, 0, 0. You sure, son? I might be doing the math wrong. I'm gonna have to do it all over again. Nah, nigga, you crazy? Damn, these pay-per-view should be making bread, y'all. Serious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These pay-per-view be making mad amount of money. And Umar Johnson talk about, that's what I'm saying. He don't even be understanding how stupid he be sounding. Yo, Mike, we can raise $2 million. Why would you even say $2 million? Like, motherfucker can give you that shit. Why would I fucking fight you that when I can hit up a few people and we can raise that shit up for dinner? Fuck, I look like fighting you for the $2 million. A raising. All right. Well, according to what I got, it said 22,500,000. So it just if they got 150,000 pay-per-view views, if they got 150,000 views for pay-per-view at $150 a wop, they would get $22,500,000 in pay-per-view. That's only 150,000 people watching. That's not a million people. I believe that Umar could get $150 a person because the way it will be promoted, it wouldn't promote it just like as a boxing event. It would really be that fundraiser event. we would sell Umar. We would pimp him like he would pimp himself. Understand what I'm saying? He will be out there selling crocodile tears for that school if he got the opportunity. Nah, we'll get behind it. Get behind it. Get behind it. And the faster we get behind it, too bad we really couldn't get behind it a few years ago if we would have thought about it. Because it could have been in the Mike Tyson movie, and now been even greater for Mike Tyson and all. Because Mike Tyson need that community service shit. There's absolutely nobody in the chat, but it's all good. Anybody who would like to support the mission, Project Pick Me Up is my program. The website will be Project Pick Us Up. My focus is there. We're trying to get this money from Umar, but we also trying to get this money to the black community. We can do this shit. Let's just get focused. No more dancing around. No more doing dumb shit just because you want to live a better life or for people donations. Let's do the right thing so we can get everyone's donation to be investments in our communities across the nation. I be dropping too much jewels and too much science to be wasted. But it's not a waste. Lennon, stop twerking for cash apps. All you guys out there dancing around for cash apps, it's time for you to join the Cypher Men. Let's get this popping. Thanks for tuning in. I really enjoyed you folks. I gave you an hour and 46 minutes of straight conversation. Mike Tyson, do not give that white boy that purse. We deserve it over here. Bring it this way. Peace.